For years, Israeli governments have pledged to tear down illegal outposts built on land that Palestinians want for their state. Now the country's Supreme Court is demanding the government live up to its promise. But hardline coalition members are threatening instability if the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu gives the green light. Michael Vincent reports.
The destruction of outposts has for years been tearing at the heart of Israel. Its politics, its military and its identity. Israeli soldiers sworn to protect the people have been sent in to demolish their homes.
We are here because that's the promised land, and the West Bank is part of the promised land. So that's the land of the Jewish people.
This is a very difficult issue in Israel. Maybe they could be afraid that it would reach the army's back, because maybe there will be a massive refusal of soldiers to remove outposts.
Well, if they want to change the law, that means that Israel will be shifted automatically to an official, I would say, some kind of an apartheid regime.
The Teitelbaums used to be our across-the-street neighbors. They're very, very sweet people, very quiet, very modest, and now it's quiet. There used to be these little kids across the street, and they're gone.
AVIELLA DEITCH lives in Migron, an outpost soon slated for removal. 3 homes have already been knocked down.
In my wildest nightmares would never have fathomed that how you live in a Jewish country and our own government came. They came in the middle of the night, about it was past midnight, and with no warning at all.
You have homework?
AVIELLA is an American-born Orthodox Jew. She has 6 children, and at 39 is the second youngest woman in Migron. This outpost has 49 families with more than 200 children. Now the Supreme Court of Israel has ruled that this land is owned by Palestinians. AVIELLA DEITCH's home and those of her neighbours are illegal and must be demolished. It's a decision she does not accept.
Yes, it's the Supreme Court, but it brings up into question if the Supreme Court is actually an institution that I have to respect.
It's about land. A settlement were not established in order to achieve security.
I've been on a tour through the West Bank with DEITCH, a former Israeli paratrooper. He's now dedicated to monitoring the growth of West Bank settlements.
They were established to begin with, from the very beginning, in order to allow Israelis to live all over what Israel considered to be the historical land of Israel.
From here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 settlements and outposts. They are all Israeli, even though we're in the Palestinian territories. This is all Israeli settlements.
We are in the heart of the West Bank. We don't see a single Palestinian settlement here or community here.
It's the destruction of houses like this one here in Migron which is threatening to bring down the government of Benjamin Netanyahu. On one hand, he can't ignore the Supreme Court ruling that communities like this have to be destroyed. But on the other hand, his right-wing coalition is made up of members who've said if communities like this are not protected, they will walk.
A big majority of the population in Israel does not approve destructions of homes. I would find it very, very difficult to be a member in a government that destroys a settlement.
But Israeli governments since Ariel Sharon in 2005 have known this confrontation was inevitable. Ariel Sharon commissioned and accepted a report which concluded that the 100-plus outposts are illegal.
Michael, I could show you on the map all the outposts you wanted to see, so you could see since here all around the area of the West Bank.
For the report author TALIA SASSON, the issue is critical to Israeli-Palestinian peace.
Nobody is dealing with the West Bank. Nobody is dealing with the settlement issue, but the outposts are growing, and the government invests their money. And then in the end, who would be able to remove anything from the West Bank? There are about 500,000 settlers. To remove 500,000 settlers back to Israel, to give them houses, to give them jobs, to send their children to school, who would do that? Who is able to do that? This is the problem.
Benjamin Netanyahu says he will respect the Supreme Court's ruling. And so it appears he'll have to go to an election and seek a new mandate to carry out the demolition of so many homes.